let's talk about, so in 1960, let's talk about the prison ministry within itself. Like, walk us through that. In 1960, when brothers went into the prisons, how did that all unravel? Like, walk us through that history from 60 to 66. How did that
For
get
the
started?
time that the brother Belden was told that he was the official representative of Chapter 25, Minister James began to tell him his instructions for teaching in the prison. The first time he made an attempt to teach Islam in the prison, he went to Broadway, and the warden cursed him out and ran him off the premises. He came home and reported to Minister James what had happened, and Mr. James told him that the messenger said, he knows they ain't going to let you in. He said, but don't worry about it. Allah has a way to get you brothers into the prison. Now, from that point on, Minister James would call the brother to the restaurant, he'd sit down, Mr. James would explain his prison experience, tell us whatever it is that the Honorable Muhammad said we need to do in the prison until we all went to prison. And he would not give Brother Belden any instructions unless I was there. If I wasn't there, he would send somebody for me. And I would have to come and sit down and listen to the instructions that this brother was given to go into the prison. And I tried to protest one time. I said, Minister James, do I have to give these instructions? Because this brother going to jail. I'm not going with that. Because at that time, the brother had already been convicted for armed robbery and was waiting on sentence. So we knew he was on his way. And Minister James told me to just be quiet and listen. So I never protested after that, and whenever they were sent for me, I'd sit up there and I'd listen. So I know all the instructions that the brother received upon just before he went into the jail. Once we all was locked up, they sent Brother Belden straight to Trenton State Penitentiary. They held me in Union County Jail for about a year. They didn't get better. By the time I got to the prison, there was about 75 brothers standing up, assembled. But Brother Belden had told them, he was a minister at that time, field minister, he had told them that they was going to, a program they was going to start training. And the program would be established when the field captain got there, myself. So when I showed, he gave me the order to set up the program. And I started setting up the program. Just so happens that once we started telling folks about what we had to do in regards to training and learning the lessons and what have you, we wound up with about 13, 15 brothers out of the whole 75.
And what was it that you all told them? Like, what did it consist of?
They got to train every day. They got to study the lessons if they can recite them all. They got to have classes, have to do the essays, to have discussions concerning the teaching. Sundays was temple day when the minister would teach out of whatever the article was that week from our class. Every day, the first half of recreation was exercise. The second half was classes. So a lot of people wasn't really for that. No smoking, no drinking jailhouse food, no chasing them funny people, no eating hog, no TV, no movie, no junk food, 3 ways to stand, 3 ways to sit. no slang, loud, or indecent language. The whole 36 rules and laws. So most folks didn't want to go with that. So we wound up with just a little better than 2 squads. And that for about a year. And then all of a sudden, folks started standing up. By the time was over, we had started graduating folks. The graduation process was pretty much as we said. You had to know all your lessons. You had to write essays on your lessons. You had to pray part-time. You had to fast 2 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, and once you graduate. Once you've done that, you graduate every 7 days. Before we knew it, the whole yard was full of brothers. At one time, we had 35 brothers entranced to the prison. And all of them strong souls. In that same program, went to Galway, and they still have a program in Trenton, Galway today, called First Academy and Second Academy.
Were you all tested in the prison system as a result of being Muslims? Were you tested by the guards, by the authorities? Were there any issues with you all being Muslim? Were there rival groups?
When we first came to the prison, they was putting us in the hole just for wearing the national. We put a national on our chain. We went in the hole. So yeah, we did a whole lot of hole time. I think I did 7 years in the hole. They did not like the Muslims when we first went to jail back in the 60s. But they wound up loving us by the time we got them trained on everybody.
And so they would send you to the hole. How would you cope? How were you able to survive that?
Allah is the greatest. You pray. See, if you do 25 rockets, that's a good 5-6 hours. Take your time, do 26 rockets. 5 hours. You sit up and contemplate, meditate, just walk up and down the cell, pace, recite your lesson. Before you know it, you'll go 2-3 days, it's over, you're out of there.
So in the prison system, then, because I recall that there was some kind of discrepancy whether or not y'all were the legitimate authorities on behalf of the Nation of Islam and the representative from Atlantic City had come to visit, or I don't know if he came to prison, Brother Woodrow, or how that happened. Can you recount that story?
Before Brother W. came to the prison, the messenger sent word to the prison that the field minister was coming. And that's pretty much why he had about 75 people when I got there. Because they had been expecting him, and when he got there, everybody knew that he was a minister, and everybody just gathered around. So when I came and started setting up training programs, can't smoke, can't cuss, can't go to the movie. That's what everybody did. Now, the rejection of the brothers' authority started in 1960, Savior's Day. The minute they made it known that this brother was the field supreme minister, Malcolm, Wallace, all that crew begin to say, you ain't got to call it no way. The messenger just gave him that because he wanted them to keep doing what they're doing for him. And these young fools think that he's God, so he likes that. So it ain't really no thing. He just gave them that to keep them doing what they're doing. And they wouldn't call the brother by his rank. They refused. The brother started to bow out because they refused to accept his rank. This is, we just get back from Chicago. We walk up in the temple and these brothers don't even want to give a brother his proper recognition. They don't even call him minister. How you brother minister? Oh, brother. They didn't want to say minister. So the brother got upset. I told him to take it to Minister J. He told Mr. James he wanted to quit. He didn't want to be no more. Mr. James told him, you can't quit, brother. First of all, you didn't hire yourself. You was appointed by the messenger. So now your patience is mighty sharp for a brother that's going to be teaching how to be Quran. So that's how that went. But there was opposition from the very beginning. History of Joseph, I think I mentioned that before. Joseph was beloved of his brothers, his older brothers, until the father told Joseph that he was going to be in charge. And once the older brothers heard that, then they started plotting to kill him. So the history repeats itself. And that's typical of what happened with us once we was commissioned by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.